Yo, what is up, guys? A little bit of Tomodachi Life. It's been a while since I've made actual Tomodachi Life videos for YouTube, but I thought this might be as good a time as ever to do so. So, to catch you up on things in case you weren't at my stream the other day. Well, it was actually earlier today, so I can show you a little bit here. So Jazzy and Yuka, or V, got a kid now, and that is Puppy. And Poppy is dressed as a flower for obvious reasons. That is about it of the big changes that has happened. There have been some changes too in terms of love relationships. We are currently awaiting to see Shiro and Gira in terms of how that is gonna be falling out. Valkyrie and Saikuno are currently in love with one another. Myself and Triss are doing great. Matrix, I mean, we can do a little bit of a look. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. So as you can see here, myself and Triss are soulmates, so happy as ever. Loving my child very much. Shiro and I, best friends forever. Got some best friends here. So yeah, overall pretty nice. We can go here and see the same. Not really soulmates, so they have fallen off a little bit, but still very much in love, so that is great. Best friends and all of that, so very nice. Shiro got this going. I'm assuming that Shiro and I are not really rocking with each other right now. Yep, that is accurate, so that's kind of crazy. And then all the way, wait, where is Gira here? Spouse and unhappy. So I guess we'll see how that will pan out. For Matrix, he is in love with Gordon Ramsay. Wants to confess, and thankfully for Matrix, it is reciprocated. So yeah, we should see something happening there. And I think that's about it. No, I think, yeah, so we have MGK being in love with Gordon, so that will not end well if the cards are played right. Matrix and Gordon. I think that is about it. From the last video, I'm pretty sure I had... Fuck is my one blind? Where is... Oh, he's down here. So Brian, still very much in love. But the unfortunate reality for Brian is that they're not really doing that hot. Yeah, that is about it in terms of the importance. Gira very much in love with Shiro, so yeah, not too great. And oh, Jazzy is actually falling a little bit out of love with Yuka, so we'll see how that's gonna pan out. Triss and I should still be soulmates. We are, just for the fun of it, just so I can be disappointed. Very, very good relationship with Triss, but not so much with me. So, fuck ass kid. But yeah, so that's about like the most important things. Let's start off true Ron style and have some gamba. And I have
Slipped an
not
extra item in your mystery bag.
good
Don't
sound
tell
on me.
anyone.
So we are
We're your
just
favorite
doing that.
celeb's favorite shop.
I think it is maybe a little loud. I am gonna turn it down just a smidge. There we go. And then we see what we get in our mystery bag here. We get stuffed peppers, nice. Emperor chambers, that's nice. I think I already have that, but it's nice. Dragon wings, okay, cool. Oh, there's 4 items, nice. One-way ticket. We can send someone
Pleasure
off.
doing business with you. Be sure to stop by again tomorrow.
Yep, cool. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this is what I can do, so we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna go to the renovation center and see. So there's a theater set. That's pretty nice. Like, that looks pretty cool. I'll
Thanks
grab
for
that.
shopping with us.
Do you think I have one of these? If I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna
Thanks
buy
for
one
shopping
more.
with us.
Just for the
Please
sake of
come
it.
again.
And then we just go to the supermarket real quick.
Welcome.
So we got a banana split. It's usually what I try to do. Make sure that we have enough tap water. Crazy. Buy that here, but it's whatever.
Thanks
That's
for
about
shopping with
it.
us.
Spending a bit of money. Yeah, I think that is about it. I'm pretty sure I was in the clothing shop. I mean, this is alright. Grab this set. This low key. Let's get some Argyle. Let's get those. Why not? Let's get some of those too. Alright. Let's see what people are up to. Echo is, that's probably something with ants, but we can have a look. Yeah. But so, obviously, the majority of my content is very much me yapping and talking about things that might not be most, you know, heartfelt stuff, like relatable stuff for people. You know, I think
Hello.
a lot of
You're a
people
bit of a night owl.
will be,
My inner
you know,
carnivore is roaring for some meat.
let's give some meat real quick. Meatballs is, I think it's pretty meaty.
Oh my.
I know that, you know, it's kind of a chance, it's kind of a long shot for me to do that type of content because a lot of people will most likely feel like that it's aimed towards them, or like it's so relatable that the fuck knows, it might be uncomfortable. But
Huh. Good evening.
you know, the truth be told, like
Phew. It's been boiling hot lately. I'd really like some cooler clothing. I do.
Yeah, no.
Well, I guess.
But the truth is, you know, and this is me being like brutally honest about things, and that is like I'm struggling immensely with, you know, with empathy lately.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything. I just can't move.
it's really big for me.
Oh,
Um,
please be gentle.
in this moment of time, you know, I'm
Thank
trying
you.
my absolute hardest to be more, you know, supportive. I think. Um, and there's no doubt that it is like a really really difficult
Ooh,
time.
I'm overwhelmed with sadness. I can't hold back my feelings for Ray. I need to tell her how I feel. Where should I confess my love? How should I confess my feelings? What kind of catchphrase would express my feelings?
But you know, at the same time, um, I am trying to
I wish you
constantly.
were of Cuba.
Okay, it's not the way I want you to pronounce that.
I wish you were a VTuber.
Yep.
What about my outfit? Should I get changed?
I think, you know, I think for a lot of people, it's
So I
really
can just wear these clothes? Golly,
um
let's see what it is.
I can imagine how it can be difficult for some people to relate to how I feel.
Thanks.
Um,
How do I look?
because the truth is that like
Alright,
I think for the
it's
majority
time
of
to
people
psych
they're
myself up
very
and
very
express my true
capable
feelings.
and able to just be, you know, either faking it or like that they're naturally compassionate towards people that are going through tough times or wanting to understand. I'm just not that guy. Um, and I think it is really because
Ahem.
I'm really looking at things half full.
I wish you were a VTuber.
Let's see how this goes before I continue.
Wait just a second.
Oh, Kuromi.
The one who really loves Valkyrie is me.
That comes out of nowhere.
Well, I confessed first. Pretty sure that proves that I love you the most, Ray.
So, Valkyrie, which of us do you choose?
Psych, I feel exactly the same way.
Okay,
Let's
perfect.
give things a try.
I don't know why Kuromi would come in and cock block that. They have no relation, but nice. So, an event happened. Nice. Um, do there. Um, hmm. Let's just do this.
My queen, long. My fuckboy, you seem to be doing well.
Yeah, let's do it like that. I like that. Nice. I think I already gave him the laptop. I did not. Then he's gonna get that. There we go. Nice.
Thank you. I've always wanted that.
I'm sure. That's where you have your Discord, bro.
Well,
Nice.
Do you have a moment? I would just love it if there was a deck chair around here. That's improved my life quality by at least 6%.
Fuck Blanker. But yeah, so we're saying, you know, I think a lot of people would be way more capable. And I'm gonna turn the volume down just a smidge here. Just because I think, you know. Okay. Just because like it's the right thing to do, you know. Like I think that's like the universal truth that, you know, that if you want to be like regarded as a
My little gay boy.
as a good person, you will do that. You know, you will go out of your way to oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Is my child here? You will go out of your way to you know, essentially just oh no, what's happening? Did I trigger something?
Best mommy ever. Are you okay? What's wrong? I spilled my entire bottle of shampoo.
Okay.
Hi, best mommy ever. Hello, Siri.
Okay. I just think that, you know,
I've been waiting for
the
you to come talk to me.
the general consensus and like the
I want to be
general
friends with Shiru.
perception is that you
So, what should we talk about?
that you want to look as a good person, right? You want to appear to everybody as like this really
What kind of thing should we talk about, then?
um
Freddy Fazbear.
Just, I think people's perception and like, I don't know what one said. I think it's what one said, right?
Freddy Fazbear.
Yeah, I think that's how.
All right. I'll have a chat with her about Freddy Fazbear.
I think it has become so important to people how they look, and the perception of everybody, and how, you know,
Good evening, Shiru.
the interpretation of who they are. So fucking important.
Would you
And,
like to have a chat
guess
about
I'll
Freddy Fazbear?
just never been able to relate to that.
Sure,
Honestly.
but I wonder, can you do an impression of Freddy Fazbear, Markiplier?
It's actually a perfect
An
question.
impression of Freddy Fazbear. I've never tried before, but I bet I could. Ahem. One moment. Hello. I'm Freddy Fazbear.
Wow,
Okay.
that was bang on. It was like they were in the room with us. You're so talented, Markiplier.
Jesus,
Let's
man.
be friends.
Cheer, the ultimate simp. Yeah, I think, you know, when I am the way that I am, and I genuinely don't really give a shit about people's perception. Like,
The power of my Freddy Fazbear impression brought
and
Shiru and
it's
me
like,
together as friends.
Markiplier is great at impressions.
I know that it has come to bite me in the ass more than I would like to admit,
Well,
because I feel like
Blanca, Schmimper?
certain people,
What's up, clankers? I've grown bored of this house. Perhaps a change of scenery is in order.
okay,
Should I move somewhere
you've
else?
just been born, you should stay.
Really?
Yes. You know what I want to do is actually give you some new material. Yeah, I did already buy it. Fucked. Let's see, no. This could work as a children's room. Yeah, let's go with this. But it is like, it's so hard to explain because I don't
My room looks great.
want
Thank you.
people to sit with a feeling of like I'm not approachable, or that it's a bad thing to talk to me. But I do think that there is a general misconception of, and this goes for not just me, it's like a general thing that I've noticed, where people take kindness as for more than what it is. And to me personally, it looks like people are borderline desperate to make friends. And you know, I'll be the first one to I'll be the first one to say that too, that like I think people trust way too easily. I think that, you know,
My firelight.
My baby ghoul.
I think that, you know, there's just a general
Goodbye. Lieutenant Wu.
a general
I'm not French.
showing that people are borderline feeling lonely, and I think it genuinely comes down to this like valuation of relations and whatnot. Because if you, after a couple of weeks, start to feel
Well,
a certain type of way towards people and somewhat, you know, give them
A
more
wonderful evening,
more
is it
value
not?
than
For I
what
know
they
Ah,
might
evening.
have. And I'm not one to sit here and lecture people how they should build friendships or relations, but there is definitely a valid, in my opinion, there is a very, very valid concern when I look around and I see how people are putting value to each other. I think
let's find somewhere fun to hang out.
in many ways and
Is there
many
anywhere you wanna go, my fat boy?
think
Anywhere is fine by me.
many friendships are being built on loneliness, or like on a certain level of like desperation, to where
How about over there?
um to where
There are people.
it
I'm
it,
not French.
it becomes
Dapper thing.
a
Savina's like
potentially really
that. Ralphine bag.
um
Go Randy mouth.
uh
Have you seen my... It's giant. And a...
it's it's so hard
thing.
to say without offending anybody or diminishing the
bit as
value
usual.
of like of the people that I have in my life. That's why it's very hard for
And
me
the final ingredient.
to talk about, because I don't want, like, again, the perception of what people think or how they see me is not really that important to me.
Wow,
I
it
have
came out really well.
have I've lived my life with this mentality for many years. Like, I'm first of all, I'm the type of person that is really like solid in my own element. I'm like not really looking to try and
Mommy, no, you are so sexy with Syncas. So first, that 20-year-old issue. January Pico Safu.
I wouldn't say enforce myself, because that sounds like that you know that I'm trying to maneuver my way into things, right? Which
Oh, my little gay boy.
Mommy?
is not really the case.
Narakapo.
But there is definitely an element of
Big Pappy.
um of me trying to
Me, when I...
Oh, there goes Ron's.
okay there is an element to, like, my selectiveness is not necessarily a good thing, because I've probably not given people chances that deserved it, or been dismissive of potential, you know, new relations. But it also really comes down to my need those things, and I don't really have them. You know, that's the essence of it for me, that I don't really have a desire to put myself in
My name is Gordon Ramsay. I'm your boss from now on.
oh my god, that's perfect.
Oh, Matrix, good evening.
Indeed. We meet again.
I think, and this might, oh my god, that this might be a really like you kind of take for a lot of people, because it's like, oh, so you're popular, you got friends and shit, but the truth is, you know, I've never really felt that I had
Good
to
evening.
run after people. I'm really, and I think it genuinely comes down to me just being very relaxed in, you know, my own skin. Like I don't need to
Hey.
oh
Nice
shit,
to
they
meet
haven't
you.
met each other.
I'm MGK.
So
Never
you're
had this
MGK. I'm
need
Vera, and nice
to
to meet
keep
you.
relations going. Like I believe, I'm a firm believer in effort, and I'm a firm believer in your action speaks louder than words, and that's also why I'm rarely, and I have done this, like I'm guilty of it. I think we all have, of the whole like,
Next
oh my god,
time,
it's been so
let's
long, we
chat
should
at my
definitely do
place.
something, and then nothing happens, right? To avoid like an awkward conversation, or to try to like establish like politeness or whatever it is. But
And I wish I could have told you. You are
I
so
have,
sexy.
what? Oh no, Kira.
Oh, my weed, how I love you.
Okay. You know, I just started to not do that. I've started to understand the value of just taking it as a compliment, I
Hey,
think,
Brian.
or like
Good evening.
being able to be
Holmes.
like, you know what, just because someone indicates or tells me that they feel a certain type of way doesn't mean that I have to reciprocate that. It doesn't mean that I have to
Honey,
be
good
like,
evening.
oh,
It's
you know what,
quite the honor, Rhea Ripley.
I love you too, or I miss you too, or you know, whatever. You know, I think in so many ways I have started to recognize and
It's
and
nice to
understand
meet
that
you. My name is Neko.
it's okay that there
Hey,
is like
Neko. The
a
name's
mismatch
MGK.
in valuation, and it's okay that some people feel deeper for me than I do for them, and vice versa. I think that's kind of part of being human. I think that's kind of the part of the experience of figuring out where you belong, and where you feel needed. And I've been fortunate enough
Hey,
to the point where it's definitely something that I've taken from my parents, the way that I was born and raised, but also very much like being able
Hey,
to rest very easy in the people that I got in my life are incredible people that have, for the most part, shown me the same.
There goes Matrix, the love of my life.
Okay, talk to him, fucker.
Oh,
I'm trying so hard
Matrix,
to fucking
good
manifest
evening.
this shit.
Impeccable manners as always. Gordon Ramsay.
Um,
Good day.
Ralapine Bad, Idiot Sandwich, Durante Fall, Me.
but yeah, I think, you know, once you feel comfort with who you are and you understand that people uh, will value you for what you are and who you are and what you've done,
Oh, we've not met before, have we? You can call me
and what
Poppy.
you indicate that you want to do for them, and then
Serena.
back it up and prove it.
Everyone does.
You know, I think it just comes down to authenticity,
Here is no fist. Here is no fist.
authenticity, authenticity. I think that's the word. Yeah, fucking hell, man. I was like, don't roast me, man. It's like fucking 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm
Well,
starting to get
so you
tired.
laugh.
But yeah, I'm very self-conscious of where I put my energy, and now so more than ever, you know, I can't really
Good evening, Ada.
go out of my way to
Would you like to have a chat
give more.
about Freddy Fazbear?
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
You know, it must have been a year since I first heard about Freddy Fazbear.
Really? That long ago? I like you, Rhea Ripley. We should be friends.
Nice. I think there's like a really deep lesson in all of that and I think it comes down a lot to discipline and being able to understand yourself. And
Good evening, Hottie.
Mommy, how goes it?
It was great getting to know Hottie better. We even became friends.
should have called her
Mommy
baddie,
and I
not
really
hottie.
get along well.
Oh, can I change? I think I can. I'm gonna see if I can change that. Fucking hell. I think, you know, it's really a matter of like self-discipline and really understanding yourself, and that
Thank
it's
you.
okay to not
I've
be
always wanted that.
everybody's fucking favorite. But I get why that is difficult
So,
for a lot of people. I really do. Like there's no like, I'm not looking down on anybody for having
Hello.
that struggle or going through that shit, because it is genuinely like, I feel like God, I can, yes, perfect. Baddie.
Good evening, Baddie.
Yeah. So it is like, I think for the majority of how people
Hey,
struggling is because of that exact thing, that it seems like that because this quantity over quality thing is
Good
so
evening, Danny.
goddamn
We
present,
meet again, Gordon Ramsay.
and I think it weighs so fucking heavy. Right? I see it around a lot of places where people cannot like be functional in their own peace, in their own skin. They can't like, they have to be around people all the time, you know, like they have to get this like validation and attention, and like, even for the sake of like, they can't
Hello, are you okay?
they can't sit and play a video game with themselves. They can't like enjoy alone time.
Remember this from first aid training. Guess I'll give this
And that
to you.
saddens the shit out of me. Like, it must be so fucking miserable that the first thing that like pops into your head on like that makes you feel like a certain type of way when you wake up. There we go. It's about goddamn time. Is that you wake up and you feel this urge or this fucking need to be seen, heard, or validated, or that you need to be in contact with someone that you can't fucking like that you can't go for a couple of hours without feeling the need to check your Discord or to jump into a Twitch chat, or like the constant being fed and being in the loop and like the FOMO and all this shit. Like the whole
Ice cream cone. Ice cream cone.
the whole idea of sleep calls is so fucking strange to me.
Good evening. I want to be friends with Kali.
Oh my god, that makes so much sense. I thought I'd done that.
So, what should we talk about?
Syntax. You know what?
What kind of things should we talk about then?
I know exactly. Thing. I think it's A, right? This shows how much I know about it. A hentai.
Hentai.
Yes.
All right. I'll have a chat with him about a hentai.
So I'm gonna wrap this up. If these two become friends, then that's where I'm gonna call it. But I'm gonna finish my point. I'm just gonna
Good
switch
evening,
the
Kali.
scene, so you guys can get a
Would you like to have a
proper
chat?
finish.
About a hentai.
Doesn't pronounce it right. I love that.
Sure. So, what's new with those, then? Heard anything that'll blow my mind?
Actually, I have. I heard they found a 500-year-old hentai on Freaky Island just the other day.
500 year
But that contradicts everything we thought we knew about the history of the hentai.
hentai.
Fascinating.
A hentai.
You sure know a lot of interesting things, Noel.
I'd love to share more hentai trivia with you. Would you be my friend?
A bit of honey
You
pop.
took the words right out of my mouth.
Nice. Perfect. All right. So this is where we're gonna end it. Love that. I don't even know, like, what do they call each other? Might be able to hold up a minute. Let me see. Might be able to snipe it. I might not be able to snipe it. Shit. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just wish I could, but sure as shit looks like I can't. Damn it. That's so annoying. Fuck, man. I really thought I had it in the bag, just so we could get that shit right off the bat, but I guess not. Oh wait. Okay, so shit. Okay, I don't know if this is right. Noel can roast me if they want to. It's just what I found. Yes.
Good evening, my sweet boy.
Again, I'm not 100. I'm going off Discord lore right now.
Good evening, my brat.
Yeah, I think I'm not
I
100.
became friends with my sweet boy thanks to my vast trove of hentai trivia.
Congratulations.
My brat seems like a me who knows something about pretty much everything.
Yeah. Alright, cool. And level up. Shit, I've not given a greeting. I think we could go. Let's just do it or not. I feel like that's pretty much be Noel. Sup. Okay.
Oh, I feel somewhat different.
Perfect. Shit. Moffat. Goes Phil. Goes well.
Democracy. Yeah, Galenoxy. Black. Tamperific. Spankapilla. A. Narakapo.
Alright. So, what I will say is that, you know, I'm not talking down on anyone, especially because, like, I know a lot of the people that I'm talking to are doing these exact things. And it may just be because I don't understand these things or because I'm like old and whatnot. But it is like a sign of the times for me that, you know, people are becoming less and less independent and have a tougher and tougher time making their own decisions and believing in themselves because they seemingly are running from place to place and trying to get validation and being understood, being accepted, you know. And I think, you know, the first sign of like a secure person to me is that they've accepted themselves, that they are resting easy in who they are. And I'm not saying that that's an easy thing to do. It's not. And especially if you haven't gotten it from childhood, then it's a really, really difficult thing to walk around in a world where you think people dislike you or you don't fit in or whatever it is. But I think the biggest like thing you can do as an individual, as you can do as a person, is work on yourself. And the way that you do that is by excluding others into that process, because it also goes to show who is valuing you. You know, the more that you distance yourself, the more it's also proof of who is gonna be there, who's gonna be your ride or die. And if you got none, if that's the fear that you're sitting back with, I get it. Being alone is scary, but to me, being surrounded by snakes and people who are trying to drain the fuck out of me is not better at all. It is worse. Much more worse, because one thing is that it's kind of this way, right? I look at life and energy as like a pantry or a well or whatever you want to call it. would say a pantry more than anything, because you will have to actively put in an effort to be able to feed yourself, right? And that's whether you go shop or you go do make crops or plant or seeds or whatever it is. But you are accountable and responsible for you being able to put food on your table. That's the fundamental, right? Now, that's difficult, and that's why friends and family is such a beautiful fucking thing, because you can have these people around you to motivate you and to give you what you need, right? But it should never be a permanent. And I believe that goes in relationships too. Don't be so codependent that you can't feed yourself when your partner is not around. Learn how to cook, learn how to clean, learn how to make money, learn how to educate yourself. Like, educate yourself in everything. Be as independent as can be, because not only is it great that you can stand on your own two fucking feet, but it's also those qualities and those like experiences and that strength that you gather, that knowledge base that you have, you can pass that on and you can fill out needs and you can take turns on doing so. That's why dynamic is beautiful. When someone you love is down, it's your turn to hold them up, and when you're down, they will come and do the same for you. But that's the thing, if you go around and chase everybody's acknowledgement and chase everybody's validation and chasing everybody's attention just to feel seen, heard, and valued, chances are that it's a very, very small percentage of those people who will be there to pick you up when you're down. And some people are even so fucking malicious that they will play that game because they know what you give them on a longer term. But it's not out of love, it's out of necessity, it's out of desperation. I've had to learn that the hard way. And there's nothing wrong with that. We should be able to use each other, and feelings fade. Sometimes that is not even out of maliciousness, that's just out of necessity, survival. That we latch onto someone, which is somebody that can give us what we need in a given moment of time. And once we don't need that anymore, we realize that maybe it wasn't really a deep connection, it was survival. People will be labeled bad people for that. And I can see it, I can understand it. But for me, on a personal note, it comes so much down to how has this person indicated what they wanted or what they needed? And did they seem sincere in the moment that they said these things? Because development and evolving and becoming a better person and understanding yourself and growing will sometimes have you outgrow other people. There's nothing wrong with that. There shouldn't be something that anybody come and bashes you over the head with. The real ones, the ones who love you, the ones who understand you, will be immensely fucking proud that you're now able to stand on your own 2 feet, even if it comes with the potential cost of basically you moving on. Even if it means that potentially they will lose you. Your happiness and your value should never be decreased just for somebody else to benefit from you. That's what the real ones understand. That's the ones that love you, that will allow you to spread your wings and fly even if they can't follow you. A lot of people don't understand that because they're doing this shit, chasing people in Discord calls, being surrounded by people who are just feeding their temporary needs. The quick fix, you know. It's strange to me. That is why, like, I'm so fucking confused about, like, people, like, I'm not saying that anybody fakes anxiety, but something is fundamentally fucking wrong if you say, I can't sleep without somebody being around. And even if it's digitally, that means you got fucking shit to work on. I'm sorry. But that's the truth. That is the truth. And I feel sad for you if you have to go through that. If you're feeling like life is that fucking tough. That being alone is a burden. That being with yourself is a challenge. That's not fucking healthy, man. And I'll dare to say that, yeah, you might grow into something, but it's not yourself. It's the environment that you're forcing yourself to be in, to not be alone. And the majority of the choices and decisions that you make are being colored and weighed by temporary solutions, not long-lasting ones, or something that you truly believe. You're adapting and choosing to please your environment, not yourself. And yeah, that's not a good thing. That's a really, really bad thing, in my opinion. Anyways, I appreciate you guys being here, watching this video, and following the little Tomodachi Life, Island Life, and Freaky Island. We got some good shit in this episode. A couple of new things happening. And yeah, we're gonna take right off from that, either in a new video or in a Twitch stream. If you're interested in this series and want to follow Tomodachi Life, go follow my Discord or go be in my Discord. That is where you will be able to see that I'm live beyond Twitch notifications. I do not have a schedule. What I can say is that usually I stream around 5 to 6 p.m. EST. I do live in Europe, but I know that the majority of people are America that watches my shit anyway. So there is that. And yeah, if you're interested and want to hear more, just hear an old man ramble about life and how he sees the world developing, and maybe not always for the better, subscribe to the channel. Again, uploads will be pinged in the Discord. It is not a community server. It is basically just an announcement server where you can see if I go live, and you can see if I release music. You can see if I am live on Twitch. And that is pretty much it. So it's pretty chilled on. If anything, you know, you can always keep an eye out on my YouTube. I do have a SoundCloud that is also linked below, where I do some cover music and a couple of originals from time to time. So if you have heard me sing on stream, that is where you can get your musical fix. That is about it. So yeah, thank you so much for being here and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know that, you know, me talking over while I'm doing games is not really the most coherent shit, because I'm very well aware that I don't want to say anything that makes people that I kind of care about feel like I'm targeting them. And because a lot of this shit that I'm pulling on is exactly from those people or people in this environment. And I know that there are some sensible people. I know there's some sensitive people. And I know that there's always a root for misunderstanding in some of these messages that I make, and it sounds like a personal attack or whatever, but it's not, and they know that. Hopefully I will try to improve and do better. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, and I will check you on the next stream, video, or well, song. whenever I release anything. Thank you.